We've hit that time period. It's time to go back to school, but there's a lot of preparation that goes into that as well, from school supplies to school uniforms. And there's been a wonderful donation that's been made by one of the largest retailers, not only in this region, but across the country, to the United Way of Central Carolinas, and it has to do with uniforms. That's a catchphrase, but it's also something that says you can help as well. Joining us today is Jerry Hagler, who is Vice President of Education, Engagement, and Communications with the United Way of Central Carolinas. And it is exciting news about uniforms, isn't it, Jerry?
It is very exciting, yes. Belk has been a generous partner and supporter of United Way, not just with school uniforms, but also with their United Way campaign over the years. They've been in the top 10 in regards to workplace campaigns, but this is, I think, one of the most exciting partnerships is the school uniform donation. And it's the third year that they have partnered with United Way. We started 3 years ago just in Mecklenburg County in 5 schools and supporting 2 United Way agencies, Communities in Schools and A Child's Place.
Yes.
And in the third year, we've now branched out to 3 counties and about 20 schools, 3 different school systems, and about 6 United Way agencies.
One of the things I want folk to remember and be aware of is that many school systems went to uniforms because a lot of families could not provide all of the peer pressure that comes from everybody wanting the latest outfits to wear going back to schools. So having uniforms alleviated some of that, but being able to buy the uniforms can sometimes be prohibitive for families. So these types of donations make a big difference, don't they, Jerry?
They do. We actually had a grandmother who spoke at our event on August the 12th, and she had been raising 5 grandchildren, and she said, on a fixed income, providing school supplies and new school uniforms, putting food on the table, keeping a roof over their heads was very difficult. And we know these are tough economic times. So this sometimes becomes a hardship for families as they look at the expenses that go along with back to school. On the flip side of that, if you remember back to that first day of school and, the pride you had in a new outfit or a new uniform that you had to go back to school, the difference that made, I think, just in your self-esteem and your excitement about being in school. So these are top quality uniforms that children are receiving across our region because of Belk.
We also want to encourage folks whose kids have moved on and they're out of the uniform part of their school years that those uniforms they've got can still be used by agencies, can't they?
Oh, most definitely. Belk has said and United Way has said certainly 3,300 brand new uniforms is a tremendous donation, but it really only scratches the surface because in Mecklenburg County, there are about 36 schools in the district that require students to wear uniforms. And as we know, kids grow quickly. They outgrow their uniforms. They're sometimes tough on clothes. It's hard to launder every night. So kids need more than one uniform. And so as others outgrow theirs, we are welcoming gently used uniforms and encouraging the community to, if they'd like to give back, that they can go to our website because Crisis Assistance Ministry, which is another United Way funded agency, has a free clothing store, and part of that clothing store year-round has uniforms. So it's a place for individuals to go who are in need, and it's a place where you can make a donation of a gently used or a brand new uniform. And that's, along with the Belk donation, we're giving a call to action to the community to help us with this need.
That is wonderful. I didn't realize that Crisis provided that as well. There are so many things that Crisis Assistance Ministry provides in this community. Clothing and during Christmas time, gifts for kids as well. And then helping folks who are in the midst of a crisis to maybe stay where they live or to pay utilities and to provide a clothing closet with uniforms. I just think that's wonderful. And it's simple enough. If they've got uniforms, they can drop them off at Crisis, or they can go buy some new ones and drop them off, can't they?
They most definitely can. And Belk and United Way, we've made it simple so that either you can purchase them or take your gently used and drop them off, or if time prohibits or it's easier for you, you can go to the United Way website, which is uwcentralcarolinas.org, and /Belk-uniforms, or to belk.com/uniforms, and you can purchase a uniform online and have it shipped directly to Crisis Assistance Ministry.
I think that's pretty good, and we applaud Belks and we applaud United Way of Central Carolinas for spearheading this effort. So here we are mid-August, and school is starting within the next week or two. Some of the school systems around us have already started, but the need will continue. So we're encouraging you, go to the website, www.uwcentralcarolinas.org/Belk, and you can find out more about the uniform. So we're hoping it helps everybody start out with a good year with school this year. And Jerry, again, we thank the United Way for all that you're doing and making a difference in this community.
Thank you for helping us get the word out.